Okay, in this video I want to talk to you a little bit about choosing your domain name or your URL that you're going to do. We've already talked quite a lot about market research, how the market research is relevant and how you can look at different types of keywords, but I always recommend that you get a domain that relates to your own keyword. Should you use your own business name? Yeah, of course you can use your own business name, but something that can be more relevant sometimes is choosing a domain which is an actual keyword for your business. So I'm going to show you very quickly how you can actually do that and how to actually register a domain. So what I want to do is I want to just fly over to the browser here. I'm going to bring up a site that I use quite a lot, which is called cheapcheapdomainnames.com. Don't be put off by the cheesy name. It's actually quite a useful site and it's very cleverly put together. So it's cheapcheapdomainnames.com. So if I just scroll down here a little bit, let me show you what you got in here. So there's all sorts of different whiz bang and so on, but the key thing here, as you can see, is start a domain name search. So we've been talking a little bit about dog training, so let's just continue with that theme for a few minutes. So if I type in dog training in here, remember dog training is very popular. There'll be lots of sites relating to dog training already set up, and this search is going to do it for .com. Now there's a lot of different types of domains that you can get. You can actually get a drop down list here, info.net, .fr, obviously if you're in France, .it and so on, which is great. The main ones that get used broadly around the internet are .com, or if .com is not available, sometimes you'll see .org or .net. There's .net and there's .org. Okay, .com is by far the most popular, but it also means that a lot of the domain names for .com are already purchased. Okay, so let's just do a search here for dogtraining.com and see if that's available. I would not expect it to be available. Okay, dogtraining.com is already taken. Okay, now having said that, what it's telling me here is that all the other ones are also taken. Back order means that somebody else has it, and if you register it and they decide to give it up, it means you can actually get your hands on it. But if I continue to scroll down here a little bit, what's really cool about this little one here, is this little sort of site, is that it's giving me suggestions which are relevant to my dog training keyword. So if you recall in some of our keyword research earlier, dog puppy training was actually one of the keywords that came up. And what it's saying to me is I can get dog-puppy-training.com, and I could use that, or I could look at pet getting ready or pet-getting better and so on, and it'll do different suggestions. In fact, if I hit show more like this, it's going to show me even more. Now if you have a little bit more money in your pocket, which when you're starting out you may not, you can look at some of the premium ones down here like dog training tutorial and dog training reviews, but as you can see, you'll pay quite a premium price for those. I would suggest in the beginning that you probably stay away from those for the moment. Obviously you can get more specific and get .com.es, but again I wouldn't recommend doing that unless it's very relevant for your particular business. But as you can see, dog puppy training, I quite like that one actually. .com is only $9.95, which makes it really interesting. Now I'm just going to hit show more like this. There you go. So with as part of that, it's giving me more ideas. Dogyourtraining.com, not so good about that. Canineimproving.com, that one's quite good. Canineimproving.com, but then again you can play around with this, bearing in mind that dog training is a very popular keyword, which means there isn't as many available. If we were to change our search to something a little bit simpler, a little bit more local, you would see some more options. But what's great about this site is you can put in, you can search as much as you want, but I like a suggestion tool that gives you ideas for what you can get as well. Okay, the actual registration process is really easy. You just select the one that you like. So let's, for argument's sake, say that we like dog puppy training. You can choose that and we can continue. There you go, it's asking me to continue to registration, which I want to do, and we can go from there. Now it's offering me some other ones like .org and .us. Generally when I'm buying a domain, I don't buy all the different offers that gives you. They're trying to upsell me here, so I'll go no thanks on that. I just want to pay a simple price for my domain. And obviously you just create an account. I already have an account, but create an account and put your details in here. Now, it will try to upsell you with other fancy things like email and this, that, and the other. Generally, I tend to just register the domain, and I tend to choose the deluxe option when I'm doing that. The reason I choose deluxe, it means it's going to cost me about $16, but it means if you register multiple domains that you don't end up being able to be searched by someone, for someone to see the different types of domains that you end up owning. I just prefer it, just from a privacy point of view, it protects you that little bit more. So that's registering a domain. Key thing is do your research in advance, check on what's available, and let the actual website do the work for you in searching up alternatives. And the site that we're on here is called cheapdomainnames.com. Thanks for this.